Okay, today we're going to do another video using a Elite Classic loader, and this time for 30-06. You got your usual table of different loads that you can do with 30-06, which I've seen some people say wait till you get the kit before you buy your powder, bullets and primers, but I mean, you can use these, but you can use other load data and just buy powder scoops, a whole kit of 15, get different weights of powder and everything, and you got a slider thing here to know what powder or which scoop with what powder, what it's gonna throw, so you know what loads you're gonna make. So you can do it either way, but this is kind of handy to know what your load data needs to be. But to use the kit, first you take your decapping, I don't know if you call this a chamber or a block, but then you got your depriming pin. These are universal in every single kit, at least all four that I have for 30 type caliber. You want to make sure that's in the primer. If you don't have it in the primer, you bend the pin and obviously don't get the primer out. But you can feel it pretty good when it's in the primer. So that'll deprime it. And you've got this thing here turns, and then you can adjust the height of this. Now what I did to figure out how far to seat my bullet is I took a factory bullet, put that in there, and then once you got it all done, you have this on top of that, and then I would adjust my height until my seating depth was right with this. But I mean, everything's in the directions as well, but that's what I did anyways. So then you take your chamber. It's got two different ends. One's got a funnel, the other one's got where you put the shell. Put that in there, pound that down to resize the neck, and you take your priming chamber. I'm using CCI large rifle magnums. These were the ones I could find. Kind of hard to come by at the time I was making this video, but they're becoming a little more available, but still, something that you definitely need to grab when you see it. I use a small mallet for most of this process. Trying to get my hand around there. That's how big it is. It's not real big. I got this bigger one. They both came with different leather working kits, but you can buy these, either one of these, on Amazon. They do have replaceable heads, but I never spent the money. So then seat the primer, which also will make it so you can push your shell out. And you put your shell back in your depriming chamber. And you put your priming, the same tool that resizes it, over that. I'm using IMR 4095 smokeless powder, and this is just the one that came with it. It's 3.4 cc's, it's cubic centimeters. And then you've got on your load data on your chart thing that comes with it, it'll say how many grains of powder that will give you. Let's see if I can find it quick. Gives you 50.8 grains with a maximum of 57.2 is what you could do maximum. So this is like this is just what this throws, not necessarily the perfect thing, but it's what comes with the kit. You put your bullet in there, you pound it home, and you have a loaded 30-06 shell. And again, like I've said in other videos, it doesn't resize the whole case, just the very neck. So, and another thing that is, I've used both and I don't notice that much of a difference, but having these boat tails, they go into the shell a little easier. It is a little bit easier to get them set because they have already started, but I bought some without too, and they work just fine too. So that's how you reload 30-06 shell with a Lee Classic loader. Thanks for watching.